Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have a great recipe for you. Look what I'm doing. In here I have 400 grams of soap. So guys, don't throw away the soap that you use in the shower. Whatever is left, save it because you could grain it and you could create a great soap to wash your pots. And this is what I'm doing today, a soap to shine the pots. So what I'm doing is I'm graining it in the big side that has the big holes, and I'm graining the soap. So the best way to grain it is that you go up and down, because I try this way, and if you go around it's harder and it takes longer to grain the soap. So I weigh this soap and I have 3 grams of soap. And after you grain all the soap, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. So I have grained already. I started because it's not easy to grain all of it. So I have here all the soap. See, I have different colors because I use all the soap that I have left over for the shower. So I have here, guys, 1 liter of water that I'm gonna put it in a low flame. And then what I'm gonna do is in the liter of water, I'm gonna put all the soap that I grained. And the key of this, guys, is that you have to keep stirring the soap until it melts. You cannot stop because otherwise the soap is going to get hotter. So you just got to keep stirring the soap. And put it a little higher because we have, it's a video. I don't want the video to be too long. So you just got to keep stirring, and it's going to make bubbles until all the soap gets melted. So that's why melted, sorry. So that's why you got to do it in low flame. So you just keep stirring until all the soap is melted. So this is something that you cannot be doing and you will leave. You have to stay here and keep stirring the soap until all the soap is melted. So we just keep stirring until all the soap is melting. You see all the bubbles that it's making. Look at all the bubbles. So you just keep stirring. You just keep turning. Ta-da! So it will make a lot of bubbles. And then I'm going to show you what are the last 2 ingredients. And guys, this is something that after you make it, you could give it to your friends. You could give it as a gift you could wrap it in a nice bag and give it to your friends or family. And you know what? You could also sell it if you want it, because this really will leave your pots nice and shiny. But because of the bubbles, you just gotta make sure that everything is melt. So you just keep stirring. You still could feel it. You feel it that there's still some crumbs of the soap. Well, just remember it's 1 liter 1 liter of water in a medium flame, and I have here that I weigh with my small scale is I have here 400 grams of soap. So I use all the soap that I have leftovers, plus I think that I use like 4 bars of soap from the dollar store. And if you want it to smell good, you could buy a bottle. If you use the soap, Irish soap, that will give it a good, nice smell. So we still have some soap that it needs to be melted. So you see now it's getting thicker, because if you don't stop stirring it, then all the bubbles are gonna go up, and then it's gonna get really hard, and that's not the consistency that we need. So you just keep stirring it. That's the only thing that, you cannot leave and go do something else. You gotta stay here into all the soap. And if one hand gets tired, you do use the other hand. So you alternate hands, because with this you're getting a muscle. See that muscle? So you just keep stirring until all the soap is melt. You see, you could still see some soap. It all depends. I really cannot tell you the time, because all the soaps are different. Some soap takes longer than others to melt. So that's why I cannot give you approximately how long it would take, but I think we're getting in there, because this is the longest part that it takes, because the long, after you prepare it with the other ingredients, this doesn't take that long. So after this done, we're going to add the 2 ingredients. So it's still, because I have a induction stove. So in my stove, usually it takes faster. See, we still have more. So I just keep stirring. We just keep stirring. See, if I don't stir it, then the bubbles are gonna go all up. I'm making a video. I'm making a video, Ma.
Okay. Can I go this way? Here. This way? No?
I'm sorry about that. It's my roommate. Okay, guys, so everything is already melted. So I'm gonna take it out. And I'm just gonna keep stirring, even that is if it's off. So what I recommend you is when you're gonna do it, use a big pot. So hold on, let me get a pot. So I'm gonna use another pot so it will get cooler faster. We just gotta still stirring. So now we're putting everything there. And guys, we just keep stirring. And now guys, what we're gonna do is, I have here 3 spoons of sugar, and this is what's gonna make it when you washing the pots, it's gonna make your hands nice and soft. So we're gonna add that and keep stirring. And we just stir that. But you just gotta keep stirring because you don't want it to get lump. See, this is how it's supposed to be. And then now, so it will last longer and it will stay for a longer time. We're gonna do is, we're gonna take a spoon of vinegar, white vinegar, and we're gonna add it to it. And then we're gonna keep stirring. We're gonna mix that very well. Sorry if you hear that TV on. That's my roommate. That she don't hear well, so she always put the TV loud. And I tell her the things, but that her mind is not all up there, so she forget when I tell her things. So we're gonna keep mixing until it cools off a little bit. That's why we put it in a cooler pot, because we don't want to put it really hot in the pots. So we just keep stirring. See? This is what we want. So the pot is still hot, but not really that hot. So you just keep stirring into it, just to cool it off a little bit more. So now, guys, I have these Tupperwares here that I put some baby oil on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it on it. And I'm going to shake it. Look at how nice. And then these guys, I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to let it for 24 hours that it will get thick. And I just keep stirring when I'm going to put all the rest. And then I'm going to add it on it. And then I do this. And look at how nice it looks. So you're just going to let it dry. I have more here. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it. And I'm going to put what is left. Okay, guys, so I had 3 containers. So now we just gotta let it rest for 24 hours and wait until it gets hard. And then we will be able to take them out and cut it. So I know this video was a little long, but I hope that this will inspire and you go and create your own soap to clean your pots. So have a blessed day. Bye-bye. And I will be back to you and show you when the soap is done how